Let's Nightfall, episode 23, and no, your eyes do not deceive you. It is Taniks again, back-to-back weeks. Not sure why they went about doing that, but this week's Taniks Strike, this is going to be a harder solo. So if you are under light, you don't have good guns, I personally would just sit it out this week because it is going to be tough to solo. But hey, if you want to come in here and get after it, you're still looking to do Icebreaker, then come on in here. But if you start to get frustrated and die a lot, I personally don't think it's worth it this week. So the modifiers, you got the new Daybreak modifier that's basically going to be a mayhem clash game in a strike where you're just going to be spamming nades, spamming your super. And the reason it is hard this week is because Rainbow Burn is on. And you're pretty much going to get one-shot, two-shotted by a lot of things. I'm 400 light in this video, and you know, Taniks can one-shot you. You're going to get one-shotted by crap, so it can get frustrating. I died plenty of times in this run that you are going to see. So for this first part you saw, just post up where I was and just spam grenades, spam rockets, wait for your super, spam your super at the 2 Boomer Knights, the Wizard, and the couple Curse Thrall that are on the ground. Titans, you're going to have the by far easiest time completing this on a solo. Warlocks next. Hunters, you're going to have a tough time soloing this. Definitely doable, but it's going to be harder of the 3 subclasses. So normally I would say to just run through these machine gun little areas, but instead use rockets, use your super, use your grenades, take out these ogres, take out the fallen. You're going to have Hive and Fallen fighting each other. You can wait and hang back. If you're lower light, you can hang out. Now, don't forget about the turret. The turret behind you will come back every 20 seconds or so, so just be aware of that if you do end up having to fall back into that room. I didn't have to, I'm steadily pushing up. Then there's going to be a turret on the right side and a turret on the left side. As far as subclasses go, feel free to move back and forth. Warlocks, if you want to go Nova Bomb and double scatters, you want to go, Sith Lord, back to self-res. Because of the Daybreak, you guys feel free to switch your subclasses. You want to go to Golden Gun, then you want to go to Night Stalker. Titans, you want to go to Bubble, then you want to go to Hammer. Feel free to switch back and forth. You're going to get your super back pretty much instantaneously. When you come to this next part, use your super to clear out the ads. There's going to be a couple snipers. As you see, I got shot by one of them and it almost killed me. So be careful about peeking around that corner. I just wanted to burn my super, and as you see, now I'm switching off of self-res and I'm switching to Void Bomb. So you're going to have that Splicer Captain, that Major, and then you're going to have a couple snipers. You're going to have a sniper in the way back right there. There was a sniper to the way back right-hand corner of this room, but I already killed him with my grenades, so just be aware of that sniper. And then there's the third sniper. So there's going to be a sniper on the far left, sniper dead center in the far back, and then a sniper on the far right. Those are the dangerous enemies for this initial wave. Once you start to clear out the initial wave, then you'll have these Sword Vandals spawning in. As you see, I am simply spamming scatter grenades. There will be 2 waves of the Sword Vandals. Once you take them out, then you will have 2 more waves of dregs. As you see, I'm simply spamming. You're not even getting a moment to check out these enemies, but I promise there are dregs spawning, and there's also a couple snipers. Once you take out all those guys, then Taniks will spawn. Now, Rainbow Burn on, you are going to melt everything moving. But in turn, they're going to melt you. So just be aware of that. Float a rocket, you got to bail. Taniks is going to absolutely wreck you if he touches you with anything. So now all we have to do is simply do damage on Taniks a little bit to get him to teleport out of this spot. Again, use your grenades. Use your super. If you want to wait for your super, wait for your super. With tier 5 intellect, it's going to take all of like 15 seconds to charge. Well, more than that if you're not killing enemies. But if you're killing enemies, it's going to come back very, very quickly. Sneak out like I'm doing. Use Nova Bomb. Bail. You see that? He hit me one time. Almost killed me. Sneak out. Throw a nade. Bounce back into this area. Sneak out. Do a sniper shot. Bounce back into this area. Use your super real quick. Use Celestial Nighthawk. Hunters, you will have a easiest time for the final fight if you have Celestial Nighthawk, because you can take out Taniks in the final third phase a lot quicker. You'll just have a harder time in the tank fight. So here we go. Taniks teleported. Now we're going to the next area. I would personally have a offensive super on for this part if you're switching back and forth, as we want to go offensive in this room definitely because there are a ton of ads. For the tank room, defensive supers. Self-res. No, you can rock Nova Bomb if you want. Bubble though for sure. Titans. You can do Hammer, of course, these are all suggestions, but I would suggest defensive supers. So here we go, you got to just move down the stairs. Once you do that, Taniks will teleport out into the room. Now I'm just going to start floating grenades to try to take out some ads. Once Tanik comes right there, there he is, you will have these sword vandals coming out of this left-hand doorway. So be aware of them as they are dangerous. They can sneak up on you if you're not paying attention. So here you go. I'm just floating rockets, floating grenades. Again, it's the same concept pretty much in every single room when it comes to Taniks. You know, be behind cover. Okay, I want to do a sniper shot. Okay, I got 2. Get behind cover. Reload. Do a grenade. Sneak back out. Do a sniper shot. Get behind cover. That is the strategy for every single room for the most part, in the sense that you don't want to be out in the open very long because of Rainbow Burn. Now, when he teleports from the middle of the room to the way back of the room, bail back to where I am right now. And I'm doing that so you can just snipe him, and you're going to have these shanks roll up on you, and these shanks are very, very dangerous. So I would suggest just moving back to this area, as no ads will push in through this door frame. So here we go. All we're going to do is snipe Taniks from back here. If he's shooting the stairs right now, if he does squeeze a shot all the way up here, then we're going to bail behind cover. Okay, cool. He teleported again. Taniks is out of here. Feel free to now move up, use your super, use your grenades, use your rockets, and take your time. I know you want to kind of rush because you want to finish in the 30 minutes to get the sunrise bounty done. You're still looking for Icebreaker, but all these encounters are very, very quick because of Rainbow Burn. You're going to finish everything quicker than you would because you're going to be doing so much more damage. So take your time. Don't rush. As you see, as I kill myself with a scatter grenade. And if you do that, you kill yourself in that room, you got to redo the whole thing. So I had to go and get Taniks to teleport out of the room, use sniper ammo, and then I cleared out those ads without killing myself. Now we are on to the tank. I'm going to pause it real quick right here. So Warlocks, I switched over to self-res. That's what I personally would do. Titans, I would switch to a Weapons of Light bubble with Helm of Saint 14. If you don't have Helm of Saint 14, then maybe do a Blessings or Armor bubble. Hunters, up to you. I personally would rock Golden Gun with Celestial Nighthawk. If you don't have access to Celestial Nighthawk, then I would run Night Stalker. So when you spawn in, I died a few times on the tank, you're going to have a Scorch Cannon guy over on your right with a couple ads, and you're also going to have some ads down there with a Splicer Captain as well. Be in this left-hand corner where I am at now. I'm just spamming some nades over there to dwindle some ads. Now I'm going to move up for the boss, and I'm going to get a couple shots on the Spider Walker. Then I'm going to recoup, get my health back, spam a couple more nades over in that right-hand corner. Those ads will not push up on you. More than likely, they shouldn't. Okay, we got the Spider Walker down. Now I'm going to move over to take these ads out, and I want to get this Scorch Captain's cannon to use on the Spider Walker. Hopefully I don't choke the shot. I think I choked the shot, and I didn't hold it. So I choked that as I'm going to do some more sniper shots. Your sniper's going to melt. And as you see, you get shot by the Spider Walker like one time, you're going to get absolutely melted and ads pelting you here or there. So Titans, you could pop your Weapons of Light bubble right here, and you could just snipe the Spider Walker. You can make quick work of him. Hunters, get his first leg down, and then use Celestial Nighthawk on his crit spot. Once you take him down the first time, then you're going to have the next wave of ads come in, and you see me spamming that door right there. You're going to have some Shock Cannon Captains. You're going to also have some Hive. You're going to have some Boomers. You're going to have a couple more Splicer Vandals spawn to your right, as you see here as they're creeping up on me a little bit. Use your nades, use your super, use rockets, use your sniper. Your sniper is going to be melting everything too with Rainbow Burn on. So I'm going to move up to use this cannon on the boss, as that did some decent damage. I didn't really have time to hold it though, as I heard these exploding shanks coming from behind me. So you have to be careful in this second wave about the exploder shanks. The exploder shanks is what's going to get you killed in this second wave. Now I can be a little bit more reckless because I'm on Warlock and I have self-res, but Hunters, you need to be very careful of the exploder shanks. So you know how I moved up with the shock cannon? I should have grabbed the cannon and moved back to this back left-hand corner and gotten a look. Oh, is there an exploder shank? Use grenades. Titans, you have leeway as well because you can have a bubble, Helmet Save 14 on. You could have an armor bubble and just let them come in and punch them to death if you wanted to. Hunters, you do have to be careful. Warlocks and Titans, you don't have to be as careful. You can be a little bit more aggressive. So here we go. As you see, if you get hit by the tank, if you get hit by the Spider Walker, you're going to get one-shotted, you're going to get wrecked. Luckily, I had self-res. So the Spider Walker is down. It's a very quick encounter, but a dangerous encounter. You can get yourself killed pretty easily. So my first time through here, I got killed, and you saw me respawn in. So if you first get in the room, And the Spider Walker's still up on the ceiling. He hasn't jumped down yet. You got to kill some ads if you're brand new to this strike. Move up the left-hand lane where you saw me take out those 2 shot cannon captains and for the second wave. A shot cannon captain will spawn with some dregs. You'll need to take them out, and then you'll need to take a couple fallen snipers out at the far end of the room, and then the Spider Walker will jump down from the roof. The encounter will begin. Then you'll have the Scorch Cannon Captain and those guys spawn out of the right door where you saw me kill them. Next, I'm pretty sure everybody knows this. Run up halfway up the hallway. Taniks will spawn in. You got to do some damage to take him in to the final room. You can bail back out of the hallway all the way back out to the Spider Walker area and snipe him from all the way back there if you want. But with Rainbow Burn on, a rocket, your super, a couple nades, he's going to move on to the final room. So here we go. We're on to the final room, and there's 3 rounds. Definitely did not do this on my first attempt. This is very, very difficult because everything does a ton of damage to you. So here we go. Taniks is going to spawn in. We got to do some initial damage. There's 3 rounds. First round, he's going to teleport to the front end of the room, which is to my left. From there, we're going to take out some Siva stacks. We're going to take out ads as they come. So here we go. I'm going to use my sniper. Hopefully not choking these shots, as that shot, none of those shots counted for some stupid reason. Ads are coming. I'm going to throw some nades here. Use your super. It's going to be some dregs. It's going to be some fallen snipers. The snipers, guys, those are the dangerous guys. The dregs, not too bad. They'll kind of come up on you, but with nades and your super, you should be fine. So rotate from where I just was to the back end of the room. Take out those last couple Siva stacks. Once you take those, you will be able to do damage on Taniks, but we're going to focus on clearing out all the ads first. You see the sniper vandal guys, they do quite a bit of damages. I think he 2 or 3 shotted me. I wasn't really paying attention. So you see, I'm just focused on taking out the ads, taking out these dregs. The dregs will come to you, taking out the snipers. Once we clear out this wave, then we can move up a little bit. We can do some damage on Taniks. Now, I would personally save your rockets. I would not try and use any rockets for the first wave. I'm going to use rockets because I know that I have access to a pack. If you had just popped a pack, then don't use your rockets. Okay, so I did some damage. Taniks is now on round 2. He's now rotating to where we were, the back end of the room. Second wave is very dangerous, much more dangerous than the first wave. You're going to have more vandals and you're going to have servitors. As you see, I'm focusing on taking out the Siva stacks. You can take them out from deep all the way back here, and you can take them out from the left-hand platform, the little catwalk, which we'll be using for the third wave as well. You can move up here. There's a decent amount of cover, but don't hang out there too long. Taniks power fades. We have all the Siva stacks down, but again, just like the first round, we're going to focus on taking out all the ads before doing damage, because the last thing we want is multiple waves of ads out here at the exact same time. We want to clear the field, then we prepare for the third round. Now, for the third round, I want you guys to make sure you have full rockets before transitioning to that third round, and that's because we're going to try to finish Taniks off as quickly as possible and not worry about the ads in the third round. And I totally spaced. I'm using Gallahorn. Use Gallahorn. Don't use anything else. Use Gallahorn. If somehow you don't have access to Gallahorn, use a rocket launcher. Sniper rifle for your secondary. Primary, use whatever your favorite best primary is. My bad for not mentioning that earlier in the video, but I'm pretty sure you guys, I've used Gallahorn in pretty much every single one of these Nightfall videos. Use Gallahorn as your heavy. So I'm just moving up, I'm clearing out ads. Now Titans, if you were on an offensive super for maybe the first 2 rounds, switch to bubble. Definitely switch to bubble. Hunters, if you were on Night Stalker for the first 2 rounds, I would personally switch to Golden Gun for the third round. If you have Celestial Nighthawk, put that on. You might be able to just finish him off with your super alone, not even having to use rockets or anything. Titans, I would go with a Weapons of Light bubble, and we're going to be popping that bubble up on the left-hand catwalk right above my head right now. Pop your bubble, get weapons, finish him off with rockets and your grenades. You'll finish him off really, really quick at Gallahorn and Weapons of Light. So do Weapons of Light. Now, if you are under light, you might want to do Blessings or Armor with like Helm of Saint 14 because it's going to take you a little bit longer to kill him. So here we go. Warlocks, I would switch to Self-Res. If you want to stay on Nova Bomb, you can. Be in this position where I'm at. We're trying to do some damage. Okay, he's teleporting. Here we go. We're going to move over to the right. We have plenty of cover. Let's take out this Siva stack first, as that first shot didn't count for some stupid reason. Now we're going to sneak out to the left. Taniks is going to be spamming that shot, so be very, very careful. We're going to sneak out. try to get that one I just shot, sneak out a little bit more, and get that one at the base of the little middle area. Then we're going to move up to the catwalk. Once we take out those 2 Siva stacks, Titans pop your weapons a light bubble, Hunters pop your golden gun, use Celestial Nighthawk to finish off Taniks. Now here we go. Siva stacks are down. Okay, I'm spam nades, and I'm going to spam rockets. So Titans pop your bubble, Hunters do Celestial Nighthawk. Now you see Az rolled up on me. I stayed because I have self-res, but Hunters, after you use Celestial Nighthawk, if you have it, or you can just use regular golden gun as well. If it doesn't kill him, bail off the catwalk and come to this back area where I'm at here, float a rocket or 2, and that should finish him off. Titans, if you have Helm of Save 14, along with your weapons of light bubble, you're not going to have to move. But if you don't have Helm of Save 14, you're going to have to move if you don't kill him in time. So float like 1 or 2 rockets, then bail off the catwalk. Warlocks, you can do exactly what I did. You have that scapegoat of self-res, so you can do a rocket or 2, wait for the ads to kill you, then res, spam nades, another rocket, Taniks should get killed. Definitely a harder solo this week, guys. Hopefully this video was helpful and helps you get it done this week. Have a good one. See ya.